Hi, this is gluten-free Jossie. Recently, I went to Italy. I'm definitely still focusing on Lancaster, but if you've ever thought of traveling, you might be interested to see what gluten-free looks like in Italy. If you didn't know, a lot of Italians have celiac disease. So even though we all know Italy as the land of pizza and pasta, they are used to accommodating people who need to eat gluten-free. I found that to be true in the cities as well as little towns. We went in June and it was peak tomato season, and wow, the tomatoes we had were wonderful. Caprese salads with tomatoes and mozzarella were a favorite for me and naturally gluten-free. I also ate a lot of seafood, particularly in the south of Italy. We stayed in Positano and on Ischia Island each for a couple days before going to Tuscany, so I got my seafood fill there. Almost every restaurant also had pre-packaged gluten-free bread on hand to serve with your meal. And I mean, probably at least 95% of them did, whereas I'm pretty sure I don't see that in the US. The hotels are also very accommodating and tend to carry a bunch of gluten-free breads and prepackaged pastries for breakfast. A lot of restaurants did have gluten-free pasta as a swap for regular. However, it is prepackaged. They go to the effort, of course, to make fresh regular pasta by hand. So then store-bought gluten-free pasta just didn't appeal to me as much on this trip, so I tended to order grilled meats or risotto, which are naturally gluten-free. And of course, the restaurants took care to note my needs when I let them know I had celiac disease. As far as desserts go, some places had creme brulee, sorbet was pretty common, of course, gelato, and panna cotta, and even one tiramisu. Gluten-free pizza isn't unheard of, although I believe it's the same deal as it is in the US, meaning they share too much space in the kitchen, and it could be rather risky to eat it, so I just didn't get any. All in all, I did not feel deprived, and the food is considerably fresher and cooked with better skill and care than I can typically find stateside. So if you're wondering how it'll work, I can endorse it and tell you that you'll be okay to eat gluten-free in Italy.